Debbie Williamson with Life Pinspired. I'm so happy you decided you're tired of crafting alone and it's time to join the group. So happy to have you here. So today I'm going to be walking you through how to get into our Discord channel, which is where we're going to have our crafting meetups, our events, and where we're going to start building our community. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is to click on the link. I'm going to make sure that it's right here in the description, and it's going to take you to this page.
So the first thing you're going to see when you open the link is this screen here where it's going to ask you about your display name and then date of birth, date, and year. The date of birth is basically only for Discord to know that you're old enough to use it, because you need to be at least 13 to use Discord. And then you're going to come here and create account. Then it's going to prompt you to put your email, create a password, and this is where it's going to take you into. Okay, so as soon as you logged in, it's going to either let you use it on the web browser, or if you have the app installed on your computer, which I think it's easier, or have it installed on your phone so that you can be on the go receiving notifications or chatting with people. But the first thing, it's going to ask you, where are you joining from? This is mainly so that in the future, what I'm hoping is that I can help connect people from different countries, right? So if you are from North America, from Europe, these hopefully can help you connect easier. Okay, so for example, I am right here, and this is where you live. So you live in North America. Next, then what kind of activities do you enjoy? Again, it's just to make it easier to help connect you with the right people. I honestly enjoy everything. Right, and then next, what are you hoping to find here? So do you want to just make friends and chat? Do you want to get inspiration? Do you want to share your projects? Are you trying to grow a creative business? So you can tag whichever ones apply to you. And then what would you like to be notified about? So this is just about notifications. If you want to know about any events and workshops that are happening, new posts and community activity, important announcement, or if you don't want any notifications. You may still receive notifications if you choose when you go inside specifically, but you can just pick one of them, okay? And then finish. So that is going to take you to your initial page. And you can see here it has a little welcome page, a few ideas on what you need to get started. Please read the rules. Make sure that you read the rules of the page. We're trying to make this a very inclusive and safe space for everybody. But right here on the left, I just wanted to walk you through what are we looking at. So to start, I will be honest, I don't have a lot there yet because I just created this, but hopefully by the time you see this video, I already have information. But this is just welcome. So basically general information you may need to know. The rules, so just so everybody's on the same page of what is or is not okay. If you have any questions, always feel free to message me and we can adjust those as we go. And oh no, baby's crying. And then announcements. So anytime we are doing something different, adding something new, I hope to announce it here. Then I know that Discord is brand new for a lot of people, myself included. So as I learn and hopefully can make this a better place for everybody, I can add information here on how to use it, tips, where to go for what, right? So that's what that's going to be for. Now, community. So this is where we're going to be chatting, sharing things and everything. If you feel comfortable, you can share introduction about yourself or just go there and see different people. It can just be a basic, hey, this is my name, this is where I'm from, so that we know other people to connect with, right? You want to try to see which people are closer to you, to your time zone, but also we can try to create events that cover a variety of time zones as well, which I will be trying to do. But in the meantime, you can start to group together with people around you. And then general chat, it's just a very general chat where we can ask each other questions, see how everybody's going, send good morning and blessings and whatever it is that you want to send, to really make this a community. Then share your work. So if you have any projects you're working on or anything you finished that you want to brag about, feel free to share it over there. And if you need any help with anything, so this one is specifically threads. So imagine almost like we do on Facebook, right? You would come here and just write questions and people can reply in the bottom to help you out. So anytime you're looking for help on something, we can go there. Hopefully we start building up a little bit of a database of things to help us out. Now, the star of the whole community is going to be right here, craft nights and events. The main thing is where it says events update. So when we click on it, it is going to be our main hub for events. So this is our first meetup that we're going to have here. It is a themed craft day, which is National Scrapbook Day. But just like any other events, we can make it specific, but people feel free to bring whatever craft you're working on and just join for the conversations. This is just to kind of help guide people to feel more comfortable about joining in. But I also put here some rules just for everybody, or not rules, more like guidelines. But if you are interested in scheduling an event, feel free to just shoot me a message and be like, hey, I'd like to create an event at this time. And you don't necessarily need to host it. And I'm going to touch on that here in just a minute. But you don't necessarily need to host it. All you need to do is get online and people are going to be there. But if you'd like to be like, hey, at this day, this time, let's get together so that everybody knows and prepares for it, just let me know and I can create an event just like this one here and send an announcement to everybody. So that everybody's aware of that event and they can try their best to join. If you want to create something right regional wise, because I know we have a lot of people from different places, we can try to do something like that, right? So US based or Europe based or Oceania, I don't know how to pronounce that, based, right? So all of those different areas, we can just create those events. But if not, if you're just interested in hanging out with people, now that's key for this, which is exactly why I thought of using this, because my husband uses it with his friends to play games. So when he gets home, most days he's just like, hey, I'm going to go and turn on my games and chat with my friends. And so I thought, why can't we just not come home and have like, hey, who's online crafting? And then you go and do the same thing, but we're going to be crafting instead of playing games. So we can kind of do that together. So feel free to just message this chat and be like, hey, anybody online wants to join me? But if not, all you're going to do is come here to the craft room. You're going to click on it and you're going to see that it's going to log you in. It's voice connected. So what you can do is just, you can share your screen if you want to be sharing something. You can turn on your camera if you'd like, but if not, it's just a voice chat and you can be chatting with people over there. So it's pretty cool. We can make that happen. It does not have a time limit. So it's basically one of those things that if you want to in the morning, turn it on and leave it on all day so that you can talk to people as they come and go. That can be a thing. I've seen my husband do that, believe it or not. So I'm just so excited. Again, y'all have no idea of how happy you made me that you accepted this, that you went along with this crazy idea I had of creating this little community. And I am really happy you're here. Anytime you have suggestions or something is not working out for you or you wish we came up with something to make this community better, feel free to reach out at any time. I'm just really happy you're here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I can't wait to craft with you.